Honey is a delicacy in Kigezi region. Traditionally, many marginalized communities, particularly of the Batwa ethnic group, used to rely on the rainforest, now turned windy, impenetrable and Mugahinga Forest National Parks to get honey from the wild bees.
Tukikunda kutikiza mushamba akaruka kacenda kabo kugira ngo ibintu biturusisha neza akakanje niko ndaga ibintu bishinda dukunda mushamba n'iremo.
Unfortunately, they cannot enjoy honey from the wild bees anymore because they were driven out of the forest and restrained to use the forest resources again. They now live as squatters outside the national park. We used to live there, but the government chased us, one of them told us, asking us to intervene on their behalf as they led us to an escarpment outside the park where they have sited a semi-traditional beehive. They now join the nearly 100 poor households living around Gahinga and Bwindi National Forest Park who have transformed beekeeping from a tradition to an income-generating enterprise. The effort is coordinated by the Kigezi Beekeepers Association, another sector under the KBDS project. The project trained community-based trainers to in turn mobilize, train and offer extension services in apiculture to the grassroots communities, but most important, to facilitate them to ensure that they meet and sustain the requirements of the market. Besides, the project also provided a seed stock of Langstroth beehives to the farmers on a micro-leasing scheme from the Uganda Microfinance. The hive is capable of producing 30 to 40 kilograms of honey at every harvest, compared to a mere 6 to 10 from the traditional hives. KBDS also trained local artisans to produce these hives and organized buying centers for honey distributed across the district. The effort is paying off as many community members now bring their honey to the nearby buying center. One such center is at Nyarushiza, barely 2 kilometers from the boundaries of Mugahinga Mountain Forest National Park. It services the 10 groups in 3 parishes in Nyarushiza sub-county.
Group ya Rukongi parish ifite groups 5, Gitenderi parish ifite group 2, Mabungo parish ifite groups 3, zose ni group 10 zisangwa mu Nyarusiza sub county. Ubwo umumaro wa ico twungutse mu Honey Collection Center ya Nyarusiza ni ukuyamba abavumbu kugira ngo batavunika bari kuruha ku bwa transport bari kujana ubuki Gisoro kuko hari urugendo rurerure.
This is a positive gesture the community members would want to exploit to their full, but to the landless, the nearest option is to keep bees close to their homesteads, a phenomenon that can be disastrous, particularly the children. In one incident, 3-year-old Kashorwa was attacked while she was playing. With such incidences on the increase, bee farmers now build barricades to keep the children away from the bees. In here, this farmer has 10 beehives out of the 80 spread in the garden. Though some have not colonized yet, he's optimistic that come the next harvesting season, he will break the barriers of poverty that have for long enslaved him and his folks.
Imizinga irimo inzuki ni 9 kandi irimo busa itayijamo inzuki 8 mu mubisi ndahakuraga kabona magasente kajana kugurisha nkabona magasente kakamfasha mu byo kwambara n'ibyo guhinga. Abarundi inzuki dufite ndi no mu kibina hamwe mu kibina cya society nk'imisi 14 niho tukiremaga. Nibyo twabaga tugukika tuguteranya ubusente no kureba uko uko twarunda uko turora inzuki.
Those who have adopted the long-straw beehives are even more optimistic. Professor John, under measure of smoke to shield him from the bees, conducted us around his apiary.
Ubundi gugura ahangaha nkuramo kilo 8, ubu nago nari nkukuyemo kilo 15. Buriya nago nari nkukuyemo kilo 5, gusa ubu gwagize ingorane yuko nawuzanye hano bumaze imvura iri kugwa mu gihe cy'imvura mu kwezi kwa 9, kagiramo n'indi ya kijambere bitaranga straws. Iyo mizinga mfitemo 6, ariko gumwe muri iyo nigo ugungugu ubu gurimo inzuki zagiyemo ibisi 28 ukwezi kwa 4 muri uyu mwaka. Indi ikaba yagitse iri impande nkuko guma mu gubonye hariya, indi nayo nayijanye mu mpande gushakisha inzuki.
The Batwa-ethnic people who were evicted from the forest will, however, have to wait until CARE and the government finish the policy change negotiations to allow them to re-enter the forest to site their hives.
CARE has tried a lot to work with Batwa. We've instituted a hives revolving scheme for the Batwa, and so far under that scheme over 100 hives have been distributed, but they have a challenge in where to place the hives. So we have had some initial discussions with Uganda Wildlife Authority on how we can come to an understanding so that the Batwa can be given land where to place their hives, but it is still in the initial stages, but we hope to pursue it further.
But some who are swift have tapped into the opportunity and sited their hives on the escarpments outside the park. It now remains a few months away for them to take the honey to the nearby collecting centers en route to the major buying center, the Kisoro Beekeepers Cooperative Society in Kisoro town. They sell to retail buyers.
We buy honey from farmers within these collection centers, and each kilogram we buy it at 3,100 shillings. So the 3,000 is supposed to go to the farmers as people who are producing honey, then 100 is supposed to go to the community-based trainers. And if he has not harvested for the farmer, then the farmer takes the 3,100 as a whole. Last year we managed to collect approximately 6 tons, but our projection is estimated to reach 10 tons according to the strategic plan we made recently. We are working throughout the whole district within the 14 sub-counties. Out of the 100 groups, we have 2,371 farmers.
To complete the development cycle, the project introduced the Village Savings and Loan Association, where the communities can borrow and save to accumulate capital to support the production in other sectors. The leading partner and implementer is Kavale Community-Based Traders Association. During our visit, the association members were returning the loans they had borrowed to support their various activities.
Kaguzayo mitware 5 naza kugura imfunjo butami nge narukire mwe bibo 5 nabigurize ni hamwe mitware 3 nakashanje ibyasigaye nabiguzane ho ndarete zisigiriye nge no bundi ndenda kuyihura mitware 3.
So far, the association has accumulated 3 million shillings as loanable money over the past 1 year, and yet they save only 200 shillings every week.